Hey everybody, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I'm live. Hooray! Figured I'm not going to get the time to do it this weekend, so I figured I'd jump on now. I'm basically going to be shoehorning as many of these live videos in as I possibly can before the summer gets out of control. My hours go till like 9 o'clock at night, and I don't think I'm going to want to do live at 9 o'clock at night. But you know, we'll try it. We'll see. Anywho, doing live readings. If you want, there is a chitty chat box. So feel free to jump on and say hey and whatnot. And if you have a question, go right ahead. In the meantime, I'm going to review the Arcana of Astrology, which is a beautiful deck. Yeah, so yeah, anybody that wants a reading, just jump right on. And in the meantime, I'll be reviewing Arcana of Astrology. So this is by Black and the Moon, also known as Claire Goodchild. And it is a cute little deck. It is kind of confusing to me because I don't know much about astrology. Yes, I don't know much about astrology. So I wouldn't know how an astrologer would use this deck. I am just going to use it as an oracle. But yeah, it's a cute one. It definitely got its own definitive style. It's got like the cutie cute. I've already used it. They're already out of order. But the cardstock is decent. It's not the best, but it's certainly not like a Llewellyn stock. And I just did the pre-order for her new what is it, the Compendium of Constellations. I'm really looking forward to that one. That's supposed to be like a 90 some odd card deck, so that'll be interesting. I don't know how I feel about the Sun card. It's not very bright, but anyway. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a cute deck. It's got planets, it's got some constellations, and by constellations, it's got the constellations associated with the zodiac. So it'll be interesting to see what the Compendium of Constellations has in there as well. And then it's got like sun and moon phases. Like there's your waxing crescents, there's your full moon, your waxing gibbous. This one is Eris. So I think that's, oh, it's got some what are they? Comets. It's got comets and it's got asteroids in here as well, I believe. So it's a cute little deck. And it came with, it used to come with like a paper or a fold out, but it comes with like this little accordion, little white book. And it doesn't give you any spreads or anything, but it does tell you like keywords and stuff for the cards. So it's a cute little deck. I love it. I haven't used it much. I'm hoping to incorporate it more. I think I'll like it even better when I get the Compendium of Constellations. Those I think that is shipping like mid-May. Also very excited. Interstar Oracle is shipping out mid-May as well. That was a Kickstarter I backed, so that'll be a fun one. Let's see, Arcanus. I don't know when that's shipping out. I think that's September. That Kickstarter funded. The I'm backing a few Kickstarters. I can't wait for the 78 Tarot Astral. That's one Kickstarter that's going on right now. If you haven't seen those, you definitely need to jump on that boat. But yeah, so anyway, anybody jumping on, we are doing live readings, live free readings. If it's free, it's for me, people. So yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the chat box. If it doesn't look like anybody's going to jump on, I mean, it is Friday night, to be fair, but I mean, most of us are introverts, so who's kidding? We're not going out. And if we're going out, it's like for 5 seconds. We go out until we realize there's too many people, and then we're just like, yeah, this was a mistake. So like I said, I'll be doing live readings. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to maybe talk about doing, and you know what, if nobody jumps on, I will edit everything else out and then we'll do this. But there is a tarot tag floating around there. Path to Tarot, hashtag Path to Tarot, and the YouTuber escapes me at the moment, but I'll put all the pertinent information. She's actually very amazing. Like her name is just like, it's floating. It's like on, it's simmering on the top of my brain and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but she's really cool. Her videos are really down to earth and wonderful. I highly recommend her channel. I will link to it in the doobly below when we finish with this chat. But yeah, no, it's a really awesome little tag. Like I said, I highly recommend it. It's called Path to Tarot. So you know what? I'll start talking about that. And it's about your spiritual path and how it led you to tarot. And if I am quite honest, I wouldn't say that I've got, like, I'm just exploring a spiritual path now. The stupid thing won't go back in the box. But yeah, so I mean, like, my spiritual path isn't anything amazing. I'm actually kind of boring as far as that's concerned. Like, I don't have a huge spiritual practice. I don't really do much of anything. I mean, everything that I do, you guys have seen me do. So there's really no surprise there. Yeah, I guess like I've always been like kind of a weird kid, so I love books on the occult. I loved watching things like In Search of and History's Mysteries, and you know, like stuff about ancient Egyptians and stuff about witches and stuff. So I mean, like I've just always loved that. The study of religion fascinates me. And the closest that I ever came to, but I've always kind of been kind of atheistic. I think the closest I came to a spiritual practice when I was a teenager, I secretly got a whole bunch of Silver Ravenwolf's books. What is it? To Ride a Silver Broomstick, I think was my first one. To Stir a Magic Cauldron was the other one that I got. Although I have to say, out of both of the books, and this is me recalling my experiences as an angsty teen, I did rather enjoy the broomstick one the best. And I can still picture the cover of it. It's like so weird. It's like a person on a broom, and it was before I saw those books in the bookstore the other day, so it was before she revamped the covers. Hi, whoever just jumped on. We're just chit-chatting. I'm doing some live readings and then the Path to Tarot tag. So awesome. If you have any questions, if you want me to do a read, just pop right over there. I'm probably going to have to film a separate video for Path to Tarot tag now that I think about it. But anyway, big Silver Ravenwolf fan when I was a teenager. Super loved the movie The Craft. I was an angsty teen, lighting incense in my room and being ridiculous. Hi, everybody who just jumped on. But hi, Ruth. It's nice to see you. But yeah, no, I don't really have a spiritual practice. I'm kind of boring that way. I'm a little too down to earth to, I think, not to belittle anybody's practice, but I don't know. It feels weird, like sitting in front of things, and like even when I smudge, I just kind of walk around and I'm just like, bad energy, get the fuck out. It feels kind of weird to like recite mantras and be like, I call upon, and then like put on your spiritual big girl voice and whatever. I can't do that. It feels weird for me. So I do what I'm doing now. I do random chit chatties when I sage or smudge a place. So I will do that. Because I feel like it draws a line in the sand. Ruth, did you need a reading or anything? We're doing live readings, and then I figured to fill the chit-chatty space, I would do Path to Tarot tag. Basically, it turns out I'm boring, so yeah. Oh, and if you want to talk about anything, like I'm open to chatting about anything. Like I love me some pop culture, movies, like whatnot. We can just chill and hang out and talk about chit-chatty stuff. Just put it in the thing, because I don't know what you guys are thinking until you say it out loud. I've got some decks with me today. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. I just figured I would jump on while I still had the chance. I basically have until Memorial Day weekend before this shiz blows up. Oh, I promise you I'm boring. I have like old lady bedtime. Like I am all excited if I get into bed by 8. But yeah, like I don't really have I'm boring as far as spiritual practices is concerned. Like I'm not. Hi, Colleen. How are you? Thank you for doing that video today, by the way. That was awesome. I'm super glad you did the tag. Are you going to be doing the challenge today? Or are you going to start the challenge today? I know you had mentioned it. The format is kind of one way. I have to say that. It's a little hard. But oh my goodness. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like it's talking is kind of weird. It's almost like having a radio show and then like you're waiting for callers and then it gets kind of awkward. But I like when people chat because then it gives me something to talk about and say. But yeah, no, are you gonna do the challenge, Colleen? Can I just tell you guys for like a second, I totally like bitched out on my own challenge. Oh, you did the vid yesterday, so you started last night. That's cool. Yeah, I bitched out on my own challenge yesterday. I was just like, the deck I'm using is just so like it's awful for me. I'm sure it's great for other people. I've seen other people use it and get great readings out of it, but like I just couldn't even handle it anymore. After that live chat I did on was it Tuesday? Was it Monday night? I did a live chat on Monday night and it like just like slammed the proverbial like at, like, you know, when they close those metal gates like at convenience stores, it's like slam. Or like if you've ever worked in a mall, you close like that. It's like a big metally slammy thing. Like it kind of did that to me, and I was just like, no. So so I haven't touched it since then. I'll go back to it tonight, but and I'm gonna start over because you know what they say: if you quit, you've got to start from the beginning. Quitters never win. But yeah, no, it was awful. I got so mad at it. I like couldn't even look at it anymore. So I gave myself a day or two to cool off. But anyway, like I said, anybody watching, if you want readings, just put them in the doobly-doo. So you haven't done anything with it yet today? Yeah, it's like it's such a like in retrospect somebody brought up it's like you shouldn't force it, and I guess that's the case, like that's the case. But I mean, I forced myself to, well, I didn't force me, the person who I took a tarot class with kind of forced me to do Rider-Waite. And yeah, I did order the bird tarot from Japan, and I did need to rent out a box. Well, I didn't. You don't rent it. You like sign. It's like kind of weird. It's a proxy delivery service, but I actually I've been toying with the idea after this, like what I'm going to do. And I think I was toying with the idea of opening a metaphysical shop. So I actually just contacted the people who make the deck for wholesale information. So if it's not too expensive, you might be able to just order it from me soon, because I'm already set up to I've got my like seller's license and stuff through the dog boutique. So it's like wholesale is nothing for me. I've already jumped through all like the redonkulous Japanese hoops to get the deck. So you might be able to just order it from me soon, because it was over $50 when I ordered it from Japan because of the and I mean it's a tiny deck. Like when I got it, I was like, seriously? Like I thought it was gonna be regular like standard tarot size, but it's playing card size, like maybe even like a little bit smaller. All right, so like, okay, I've got Star Child's tarot here. So when you compare it to a regular tarot card, so I mean like just size, like they say size doesn't matter, but that's a lie. Yeah, see, it's much smaller than a regular tarot card. But it is a cute little deck, and like I said, I'm like as long as it's not too expensive. Like if it winds up being like $3,000 to wholesale or something, I'm gonna have to say no. But and if the margin isn't there, I'm going to have to say no. But if I can get it, and if I can get it at a good margin, and the shipping, and I think because I'm ordering from them in large quantity, I probably won't even have to do proxy shipping, so that'll keep the shipping price down. Oh, Colleen, yeah, I'll do a general reading for you. So I will keep everybody updated as far as that's concerned, because otherwise, like, you've got to jump through hoops. And if you're going to order just one deck, it's almost not worth it, because if you order one deck, the shipping is still like $20 through the proxy service. And then they tack on a fee on top of that. And then they tack on, and like, it took me like half a month to sign up for the service, because they've got to check out and make sure that like you're not a drug dealer and stuff. And it's a little invasive, but I'm used to it. Like I guess I don't think about that kind of stuff because I'm super used to having to jump through all the hoops for wholesale. But anyway, I'm boring you guys with like shop talk, but yeah, Colleen, I'll do a general reading. Any particular area you want me to focus on for you? So yeah, I'm even if I might even bring it in even if I'm not going to have a metaphysical store, and just sell them online. Like I'll set up a little website. I tried to get them through the artist because I'd rather support the artist than the big distributor that does it. Career, okay. But the artist gave the card maker distribution. Like he gave them licensing, so I can't order directly through him, which was kind of sad. But he's got a ton of cute stuff. There is definitely a language barrier, though. It's kind of hard. Oh, summer employment. Okay, so we'll focus on summer employment. How's that? Halloween and summer employment. Any prospects for summer employment? Like, have you started, or how old are you, Colleen, if you don't mind my asking, if that's not an invasive answer? I mean, you don't strike me as like the I need a summer employment age. And if you are that young, you are very mature for your age. In a good way. Not like in a you look like B. Arthur kind of way. That would be terrible. All right. Womp, 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 womp. All right, so we've got a bottom, we've got a middle, and we've got a top. All right. So Colleen, for summer employment. Tarot of the Crone and Dark Goddess Tarot. I haven't seen those yet. Are they darker? Like kind of gothy? All right, so for your read, oh, you're back in school. Okay, all right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was gonna, because you're like, you seemed way too mature to be like late high school, early college, and then you seem, and like, so when you're like, I need a summer job, it was kind of confusing. So this is your reading. You got the Page of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Cups, all very good cards. I wish I'm sorry you guys about the retail lighting. I wish they didn't wash them out so much. Like he's got like fun little hootie owl feathers on his chest. So this is like overall a good feeling. I mean, it seems to me like you're gonna find a job. I mean, the Page of Wands is a very it's good news, but remember we were talking about the wands earlier. A serious gap. Yeah, that's a pretty serious gap. So yeah, we're talking about the Page of Wands earlier and like being the Weasleys, and this card I always see as like a Ginny or a Ron when they're first entering Hogwarts. Kind of like I'm getting the sense that you don't really know what you want to do for the summer. Like that you've got, like you've applied for that job, but you don't really want it. Like nobody really wants a summer job. You've got something else in mind. And that's kind of got you at a little bit of a standstill, but this is telling me that you should probably like maybe hold out a little bit for the job that you really want for the summer. If there's something that you really, really want to do, as opposed to the jobs that you have applied for, then yeah, I think that's probably the option. I mean, like, don't go slinging coleslaw and fish and chips if that's not really what you're into. Like maybe, like if there's something in your field of study, maybe get like a summer internship, like a paid summer internship, but not like a regular like fish and chips job. I say that because around here, all the summer jobs for the kids, it's either slinging taffy or fish and chips. Like that's it. Saltwater taffy, fish and chips. Kids used to paint houses in the summer around here. They don't really do that anymore. But I mean, these are good cards to me. This says to me that you'll get summer employment. It'll be a job that you enjoy, and it'll be, I think it'll probably be something that's related to either your field of study or like a career path that you kind of want to take. That's kind of what this card is telling me right here. Like, because I mean, the Page of Wands, like, yeah, it's news coming in and it's like a very young energy, but like, this isn't ridiculous. This isn't like, you know, like the ones, usually these people are career people, but they're like careers that they want people. They're not like swords or pentacles where they're just all about the money, or they're all about like the cutthroatness. Oh, tourism retail. Yeah, it's fun though. I mean, depending on the retail. It's bus tour season right here right now, so it's not really that fun. they're all on sadcation. But yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope it resonates. It wasn't anything too, like I got kind of like a, it's a job, but it's not a bad job. Maybe something you could do for a while. Like, meh, meh. Oh, are you in Massachusetts too? That's kind of cool that you're in Massachusetts, if that's the case. You might have mentioned that before. I've got a memory like a sieve. It's weird. It's bad. But anyway, anybody else want a reading? Doing free readings. Yeah, I think like the Nine of Cups, like the Nine of Cups gives me like it's an awesome card. Like it's just, and it's very like you get what you want. Like it's the wish card. Everybody calls it the wish card, but I think like for you, that's going to be finding a job that one you can live with. It's going to pay you well, and it's going to open some doors for you later on. It's not just going to be like a crap summer job, and you'll find it. I got good feels for you on that. You'll find one. Anybody else? Somebody else is toying. Anybody else want a reading about Jorbs, or about romance, or about I don't know how I feel about doing romance readings. Actually, that's a good topic for like chitty chat in between. How do you guys feel about doing romance readings? I'm like, I find that I'm kind of like, I'm good at them, but I hate that I'm good at them. Yeah, but I won't read for people. Like I've been having a bunch of people message me on Instagram lately for like, oh my God, my boyfriend just dumped me and I don't know why. And then I'll look at their Instagram and I'll be like, I know why. I don't need cards to tell you why. So like I can't, like, or like that we broke up 48 years ago and haven't talked in a million years, but I still love him. And I'm just like, not reading for you. That's weird. But I'm kind of like, I don't know. I find that I'm decent at I find romance readings, but I kind of hate that I'm good at them. I don't want to, oh my God. What you need to, yeah. Yeah, I always try to chalk people into being like, no, let's focus on you and what you need to do for like being ready for romance, not like what is, Horatio's feelings towards you. Like no, I'm not reading. Like if Horatio came in here and needed to suss out his feelings, like that's different. But like I'm not going to tell you how he feels about you. Like if you have to ask, it's probably not good. Or what are his intentions? And then I just want to be like, stop sleeping with him. Like just stop it. But you can't do that when you read professionally. Probably an unpopular opinion, but it is what it is. So I have to learn, you know what else I have to, before I take this show on the road professionally, I also need to chill with the eye roll. Like I know Horatio is my one true love and he dumped me and he's dated 48 girls since me. And I just hope that like, when is he going to realize that he loves me? And it's just never, sweetie. Never. Like my husband, or for lack of a better term, my husband likes to call that one-itis, which always cracks me up. I was just like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe the girls. He's like, how many had one-itis today? And I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Horatio is such a good name. I don't need to get another pet to name it Horatio, but that is going to be top of my list for the next dog that happens in my life. But yeah, no. How about you guys? How do you guys read romance? How do you guys feel about it? Aw, your dog's passed in January. 16 years old. Well, 16 is a really good, first of all, 16 is fantastic. 16 is fantastic for a dog. So right away, that is a fantastic, like, and I mean, I have lost not many a dog. Like they've always been family dogs, but like the first dog that I ever lost on my own. And I have a deck for you, by the way. We'll do a reading from that one. The first dog that I ever lost, dachshunds. Oh, doxies. Okay, so I don't know. All right, so I won't tell you right away. We'll do this. So we'll read for Caesar. Is Caesar? Oh, both of them died. Okay, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Only you are going to know. Only you are going to know when it is time to get another dog. It's very personal for everyone. I will tell you, don't knee jerk, just go out and get a new dog right away. I mean, but some time has passed for you. I always like to say that when the time is right, the right dog finds you. Because I find that is very much the case. But we'll do a reading. We'll do it from the dog tarot, and we'll see like what comes up for you. Don't let it haunt you, though. I mean, like Caesar wouldn't want it to haunt you unless Caesar was a jerk. But those are the dogs we love the most. I mean, secretly, my old dog was a jerk and I loved him the most. But Caesar wouldn't want you to be like, yeah, like I want this to haunt you forever. Like he wouldn't want you to think that way. I always like to say that the best way to honor the memory of an old dog is to give a good home to a new one. That is what he would want. I mean, I don't know how he felt about other dogs. He's probably glad that he's not having to share the time and the whatever. But yeah, that's the best way that you can honor. But like the time will be right for you. I mean, if you're doing, and if you wanted to do things like traveling and whatnot, now's the time. I mean, I hate to say it, I love my dogs. I don't think I'll ever go a moment in my life without one, but traveling is easier to do when you are sans the pitter patter of little paws. So if there's anything that you need to do, just from a practicality standpoint, I would say like if you feel like you need to go to Tokyo and eat delicious street food, now is the time, because you're not going to have to worry about Skyping with the doggy daycare center, which is a thing. Don't let them tell you it's not, because if your doggy daycare center isn't letting you Skype, there's something wrong with them. Or FaceTime at least. You should at least be able to FaceTime your dog. I'm just saying, while you're on vacation. But we're going to pull from Dog Tarot for you. It's an oracle deck. It's not a full tarot deck. And it's really cute. It's got a major barcana and a minor barcana. And it's only 30 some odd cards. It's not a very big. Do I even have my full 30 here? I do. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Yep, 30 cards. All right, good. I just wanted to make sure I had them all. For some reason, the deck felt really thin. It's been a while since I've used this deck, so I got to shuffle it one more time. But yeah, no, I mean, again, if you want to honor the memory of your old dog, give a good home to a new one. And I will also tell you that the pain never really goes away. I lost Rocco, my old dog, who was fantabulous, by the way. My soulmate. Honestly, I think that dog was my soulmate. I lost him. Zoe's going to be 7 in May, so I lost him 7 years ago. And like, I still cry like every day. I will never admit that I cry every day, even though I just admitted that I cry every day, but like I can't. Like he's on my bureau next to my tarot space. We say hi every morning. Every once in a while, if I'm feeling really nostalgic, I'll slap the ice cream out of the hand of my husband, because that's what he used to do. One time he did it to a 5-year-old child. It was awful. I was so poor. I was so poor, and he had to go and slap the ice cream cone out of the hand of a 5-year-old child, and then we ran away and jumped into my Camaro. Like, can you just picture, let that sink in for a minute? Like 23-year-old me jumping into a Camaro with a gangly shepherd mix because he just bitch slapped the ice cream cone out of the hand of a 5-year-old child, because I was poor. So poor. I was living in a basement then. All right, so we've got one from the bottom, or one from the top, one from the middle, and one from the bottom for you. All right. So you've got the cat, which is kind of like it's kind of like the emperor. It's kind of like the empress and the emperor. It's almost like kind of combined. This arcana is a little bit different. And then you've got the one of leashes, which I like to look at as, what did I equate these with? Shoot. well, the one of biscuits is not pentacles. This is wands, and then this would be swords because the bowls are cups. So this seems to me like some new stuff coming in your life. Do you have a cat? Because this is like you gotta like working this new dog into your life. There's something that's gonna like kind of be resisting this. But I mean, these are like, let's bring in some new energy. This is kind of like, let's do this. Like maybe it's time. Maybe you're ready. This is a win. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but these are all different seasons. This is a winter energy. And then this is like a summery spring energy. So I don't know, this is kind of, and I'm going to go to the book too, because the book has like really fun, like different meanings. So let's see. The one of leashes suggests your dog's energy or spirit are being restricted by human limits that, however well-intended, may be counterproductive. It asks you to review and evaluate. Yeah, I mean, this to me says that, like, I mean, you're still working through the grief. I mean, this is very much like you're resisting getting a new dog. There's the resistance, like you're not quite ready. And your husband wants to get one. I think maybe even just browsing. Go on petfinder.com and even just start browsing. Well, you don't have to let him go though. Like that's very misleading language. And you know, there are times when I still feel like Pootie, like it sounds weird, but there are times when I feel like Pootie jumps into Zoe and makes her do some stupid shit. Or like he taught her some lessons on the way out. They kind of passed each other. She was on the way in and he was on the way out. So I mean, like, don't let that make you sad. Like when you get little flashes of your dog, like that's a gift. That is awesome. Some people never get that. A lot of people don't even have that connection. Like that's a gift, and it might make you sad right now, but like I'm telling you, like a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, you're gonna be like, you're gonna like thank that you still get those moments. Like you're gonna thank that, like, oh my God, I found one of his dog hairs. Like this is the best day ever. Like he's gonna send you like little messages, and it's just gonna be amazing. So, and there's a difference between healing and forgetting. I think you need to heal. And I hate the phrase letting go. Like you shouldn't have to, like where the loss of a pet or even a person, you don't necessarily have to let go. I always hated that, because letting go, it just feels so final. Like, no, like he was a big part of your life for a long time. He's just, like, it's different now. It's just, he's a different part of your life. So he's a part of your life in a way that's different from the way he used to be. So, I mean, if he's still kicking around, like, just say hi to him, you know, just be like, hey, buddy, like, I know you're here. It's awesome that you're kicking around. I miss you every day, like that kind of a thing. And I'm going to stop talking about that because it made me cry. Look what you did. It's all your fault. You put a crack in the mask. How dare you? And then the one of biscuits is, it's about generosity, like extra treats, 10 more minutes. Teach your dog a new trick. It's the biscuits is the promise of reward. So yeah, this says to me that maybe you need to let go. Like maybe, okay, how about we reframe the letting go? Maybe it's time to let go of the grief and welcome, like you're not replacing him. I get like the feeling like you're kind of replacing him. Like you feel like you're not replacing him. And then the cat, I always like the cat. The cat's fun. So let's see. It's so different. This deck is so cute and but so different from regular tarot. Authority and mystery, things that must be obeyed but not fully understood. Analyzing a relationship carefully. Shred the, like, can you shred the arms of the like, why does the cat get to shred? Oh, night, Colleen. It was lovely that you jumped on chat. Hopefully you can jump on more. I like talking to you. It's fun. That was weird. I'm weird about saying goodbye and saying thank you. So I don't know, it feels like this doesn't feel to me like you have a cat, but there's some cat energy floating around there. Like you're kind of resisting the change of a new dog. You are going to have to work your life around it. Like I feel like, you know how cats are really weird when you like, or when you like you bring home a cat, you have to introduce it to the house really slow. I feel like it's kind of like you're kind of the cat in this situation. You're kind of like, I don't know about this. So I feel like give it a chance, but easy. No, don't let your husband rush you into it. No good decisions. No good decisions are ever made when you rush into this kind of a thing. So I would say for you to just maybe start. Oh, thank you, Colleen. I probably will do one on Monday and Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Who knows when I'll do one? It's rando right now. I don't have anything like solid set up. But yeah, don't rush into it. Like maybe start just like browsing, maybe volunteer at your local shelter if you have the time. I don't know if you can work that in, but like, or if your friend has a dog, maybe be the rad dog auntie for a little while. Like maybe steal your friend's dog for like a day and be like, I'm taking your dog to the dog park. Okay, bye. Like just get like, you feed him sugar and caffeine and send him home. But yeah, just get used to anytime. Anybody else want a reading? I see I've got a couple of watchers. Anybody else wants a reading, just jump right on and put a little thingy. But yeah, I think that's probably the best way to get used to, like, you just need to get used to the idea of having a dog again. I mean, because it's been like 4 or 5 months since you've had one. So that's going to be hard to get used to again. Well, not hard, but it's weird. It's weird, but puppies are awesome, and never underestimate the healing power of a puppy. And by puppy, I mean dogs of any age. They're all puppies to me because they're all just beautiful babies. Yeah, so anyway, readings. Anybody want readings? Post in the doobly-doo. And there is a little bit of a delay, you guys, so sometimes it takes me a minute to reply to the thingies that you chit-chatty to. So give me like a sec. Once you say something, give me a second, because they do stick a delay in there. Yeah. Anything else you wanted me to read for you, Ruth? It doesn't look like there's anybody really jumping in. And I've got the burbs with me today if you want more burbs. But yeah, no, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear about your doggy. That's the worst. Oh God, I mean, we're such gluttons for punishment where dogs are concerned. I mean, like, we get them, they're young. We're like, yeah, we got like 14 years. That's like so far away. And then like all of a sudden they start getting old, and then you're like, shit, that's not far away. And then we do it again. Like we get our hearts incredibly broken. And then we're just like, yeah, let's do it. It's just like, why would we do that for ourselves? Dog people are freaking masochists. Like, I don't know what that's about, but we should probably have our heads examined. That's rough. Ah, see what I did there? I didn't even see it till I did it. So yeah. So kind of exciting news. I've got an interview with Arwen Lynch coming up. She's awesome. I don't know if you've ever caught her channel, but I booked an interview slot with her the end of May. That'll be exciting. What else do I have coming up? I've got some decks coming in. I always have decks coming in. Always have videos to make. I'm going to try doing, actually, I want to practice. If anybody else wants practice readings with the dog tarot, I'm going to post on the eclectic tarotforum.net, I believe is their official website, but I'm going to post soon about this. We have an open street festival coming up in May, and I'm going to do my thing for that, because I have mixed feelings about Open Street Festival, because it's not a very good sales day, and any extra money, well, I mean, it's an okay sales day, and any extra money that I would make at the shop from that is actually eaten up by like the money I've got to pay people to be here and work with me, because there's just so many people. But my activity that day, I figured if I'm going to do it, I might as well do what I want, right? So the free activity that I provide to the public that day will be doggy fortune telling. Basically, my original plan was to just be like, get a crystal ball and be like, I see here it tells me that you are a good dog. And then when the person goes, didn't you just give that reading to the last dog? I'm going to be like, show me where it says I'm wrong. So that I think that'll be kind of funny. And I've got like little treats I can give out for that too. But no, I seriously do want to learn to read for pets. That's a little harder to do, or like for people read their pet, like, you know, read their pets. So I'm going to do readings with this on Eclectic to learn this deck a little bit better. I brought this into the store. This is one of the decks that kind of got me back into tarot too. I brought it and I saw it and I brought it into the store. And so I've got like a bunch of copies of these floating around, and I was just like, yeah, why don't I open one? I'm gonna crack one open, see what the art's like, so people can kind of shuffle through it and kind of be like, yeah, okay. And I was just like, yeah, no, I got the bug again. So this is one of the decks that helped me get back into tarot. This and Wild Unknown helped me like kind of really get back into that. So I'm going to post on Eclectic and offer reading exchanges with this. And that'll be in the Oracle section because, like I said, it's not a tarot deck, it's an Oracle deck. Oh, thank you, Ruth. It is exciting. You know, I'm really psyched. I'm really stoked for the Arwen interview. She is awesome. She's very, her just positivity is just kind of infectious. And I want her, I want her to tuck me into bed and sing me Soft Kitty. Like, as silly as that sounds, like she's just got like this awesome, like maternal, like gonna make you like a delicious like comfort meal dinner. And like she's just got, like I said, she's just got such good energy. So I'm actually really excited for that. And I'm a little nervous too, because I'm kind of boring. I don't throw a good party. So I'm a little nervous to see how that goes down, but that'll be fun. That is, I want to say that's May 24th. Let's see. Yeah, it's May 24th and it's at 6:30. So put that in your calendars and smoke it. Oh, speaking of that, oh wait, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, one of my customers today, I have a bag of sage at the store because like you gotta do something, and it's like the loose stuff. It's not a bundle. It's not like a bundle, because I don't like the bundles, because those, like, first of all, they smoke a lot, and then it's not, I need something that's gonna peter out in like 5 minutes, or else I'm gonna burn my store down. He saw my bundle of sage and he got real excited. He's like, is that weed? And I was just like, oh my God, no. And it was like, he was a tourist in Massachusetts. Like, what, have you been here for 5 minutes? How many people have you asked if that's weed? Like, ridiculous. I keep my weed at home, for the record. But yeah, no, it's like, I was just like, no, that's white sage, and I burn it because of you. Which is, no, he was actually a really nice guy, but that was my initial thought. That's terrible. I'm horrible. But yeah, no, I'm afraid I'm maybe boring for Arwen. I don't know. She asked a lot of questions about like witchy woo and stuff, and I don't really do that. So, anywho, anybody else want a reading? Oh, do you? That's kind of fun. Cat. There's nothing wrong with cat energy. Cat energy is like, I love cats. Cats are great. I love how they're very independent. They're very like, they don't put up with your shit. Like they don't. They do what they like. They hang around until they've had enough of you, and then they go away. There's nothing wrong with cat energy. I don't know. Maybe your coworker has like smelly coffee breath energy. Maybe that's what you should say to him or her. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with cat energy. I find people that don't necessarily like cats are kind of weird. I will say though that I don't like a lot of cats at the same time. That is awful. A friend of mine has like a bunch of kitties. She's got like 8 of them. And when you walk into her house, it's like you're interrupting a conversation that all the cats were having about you. And you're just like, oh my God. Like, I just can't even, it's a weird energy. I don't know if you've ever been in a house that's got like more than 2 or 3 cats, but it's like, it's weird. It's And she's very clean about the cat, so it's not it's not awkward for like hoarder reasons, but it's like the cats, that's too many cats. It's weird. I don't like it. It's got like this weird like I mean, it could be other reasons that are giving me kind of like the nope, but I feel like it's the cats, and none of them like me. None of them. Do you know how annoying that is? Usually at least one cat likes me. Why does she say you have cat energy? Like what is she like? Why does he or she say that you have cat energy? Like, that's weird. I mean, if they're annoying, if they're annoying and you ignore them until you just need something. A colony of white cats? That's kind of rad. Oh, I love white cats. White cats are the best. Something about them is just so good. And living around the house is fine, just not inside. Like, I don't know, like a whole colony. I like how cats are called colonies. It's kind of fun. But yeah, like I said, I've got, I don't know, like too many cats is too many cats. Weird energy. But yeah, why does your coworker say that you have cat energy? Like, are they just annoying in general and you avoid them? Because that would make a lot of sense. Like, oh, yeah, no, yeah, okay. So he's just annoyed that you don't think he's like the cat. He's annoyed that you don't think he's the cat's whiskers or the bee's knees. I hate people that are super self-absorbed like that. That's why I can't work with anybody. I'd be like, you're a dickhole. That's why I have cat energy. I don't know. Like, that's weird. Yeah. So anyway, by the way, people who are just tuning in or whatnot, if you want a reading, right in there, and I'm happy to do readings. And like I said, Ruth, if you want anything else read for you, I've got Barbies here, so I'll do more readings. I don't care. Like, whatever's clever, my dear. But yeah, no, skeevy coworkers are the worst. I don't know. Like, ugh. Do you work in well, no, you're a teacher, but so like, what does he teach? That means he teaches something, which is the worst. Oh my God, no. What does he teach? I'll bet he's like a gym teacher or some shit. Or he's a coach. He's a coach, I'll bet. He's probably a coach. Like, just, How can you be self-absorbed and be a teacher? Like, seriously, those are like two completely, he preaches history. That's cool. Said no one ever. Does he preach like at like a church on the weekends, or does he like, so he's just like, I'm the smartest because I know history, like he Bart Simpson's around because he's like, I am so great and everybody loves me? That's awful. Do you want a reading about how to deal with him, or have you pretty much handled that? And if you have, how have you handled it? There's got to be a good story. Please tell me you put him in his place. No reading. Okay. Oh, so he doesn't like preach. He doesn't preach, or he stands and ugh. So he's like the worst teacher on the face of the planet, basically. He doesn't make it engaging. He doesn't make it engaging at all. And he's just kind of gross about his subject. That's cool. Yeah, I will say this about cats. Oh yeah, Jessica, I'll totally read for you. What's a gratitude reading? About how to be grateful, or about things you should be grateful for? Or I don't know what a gratitude reading is. Like, here's me showing my newbie stripes. I don't know what a gratitude reading is, and it's not lame. There's no such thing as a lame reading. Do you want to use, and I've got the bird tarot with me today, and then I've got Star Child, and I've got Sacred Creators, which is good for gratitude. What else do I have? Oh, I've got Flowers of the Night Oracle. Oh, what you should be grateful for? Huh. All right, you know what? I'm gonna use Flowers of the Night reading. Any additional focus? Oh, Star. You want to use Star Child? We can do Star Child. I'll probably pull a Flowers too, just because it's like it's a little more like it's got some like more specific focuses in there. All right, so we'll do Star Child. Woo! It still has the new deck smell. You gotta love a new deck smell. All right. Oh, you know what else I have too? Oracle of Echoes. You know what? I'll pull Oracle of Echoes for you instead of Star Child. Or not Star Child, instead of Flowers of the Night. We'll still do Star Child. Star Child's still there. I just misspoke. All right. So what should you be grateful for? What should Jessica be grateful for? But yeah, any other specific focus? This is grateful for in like grateful for in work, grateful for in life in general, grateful for in love, grateful for in snack foods. I, for one, am grateful for mint chocolate Oreos and Fritos. Although I can't eat any of those right now because I'm trying to be a good kid. All right. So we'll do one from the bottom, and then one from the middle, and one from the top. So just in general, for grateful. All right. So you got the Page of Crystals, which is essentially the Page of Pentacles or coins, depending on. Oh, tell your kid to get in line, or you're gonna stick him in the punishment closet. That's terrible. Don't put him in the punishment closet. Maybe just the threat of a punishment closet, though. So you've got the Page of Pentacles. You've got the King of Cups. And you've got the Moon. So for this, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot to be. I feel like there's a lot to be grateful for in this spread. The Moon, especially with the Akashic Tarot, I find that it doesn't like to look at things scarily. Sometimes the Moon is a creepy card, but I always love the Moon card. So I think first of all, this says you should be grateful for your intuition, grateful for your spidey sense. You should be grateful for, you know, just even like the cycles in life that you go through, like the ups and downs. You just like there, just this is just a general like, be grateful you're a lady. Be grateful. I don't know, just be great. Just being grateful for things in general is just good in this card. But I feel like this is mostly like be grateful for your intuition, mostly your ability to kind of read things a little bit easier. And then the Page of Crystals and the Knight of Cups, or the King of Cups rather. Like this is always like a money suit to me. So I mean, maybe it is a great deck for a gratitude question. It's a very positive deck. But like the Page of Crystals, like this is kind of like a this is a money card to me. So either you've got like a little bit of money coming in, or your financial situation, like it's not the bestest in the whole entire world, but it's not the worstest in the whole entire world, and you're comfortable. Like you can, you know, you're not buying Fabergé eggs once a week, but you know, if you want like a pint of Haagen-Dazs, you can splurge. Like, you know, you're comfortable. So kind of be grateful for that a little bit. And it's like a youthful energy too, like kind of like you're young, you're at the beginning of your journey financially. You're at a precipice. You're at a precipice, and actually that works kind of well with the Moon as well, because it's the Moon is all about cycles. So it feels like to me, especially where we just got out of a new moon and now we're in a waxing moon, there's some growth and some potential in your life right now, even if you can't really see it, because the moon is also about secrets and mysteries. So this to me is just kind of like you might feel like you've got like the squeeze put on you, or you might feel like things are a little out of whack, especially with the fighting with the kid thing. Like, first of all, don't let that sweat you. That's just what kids do. Kids are the worst / best if you have them. If they're yours, they're the best. But sometimes they are the worst. Just that'll come the other way too. That'll come the other way the second that they want a new PlayStation game. But yeah, like this seems like you're at the very kind of beginning of a journey. And then as the King of Cups is about feeling emotionally fulfilled. So it feels to me like, I don't know if, unless this shouts to you that this is a person. I don't really like to read court cards as people. I read them more situationally than I do, unless it's a specific question about a person. And where this was a general question, I'm just going to say, like, you've got a lot of love in your life. You've got a lot of good emotion. This to me is almost like kind of like, if the suits were to follow along with the Fool's journey, this is like the world of the Ace of Cups. Like, so the Ace of Cups, you got like new love and emotion and whatnot coming in, and like it's new. But this is kind of like, oh, you're there. This is almost like a 10 of Cups kind of a feeling for me situationally. So like you've got like, yeah, like life is kind of stupid sometimes, but like you've got a lot of love going on there. Family, maybe even romantically, especially, and with your kids too. I mean, like you guys are going to be like, you're fighting now, but like later you're going to hug it out. That's fine. So it seems to me like you should be grateful for, it seems to me that you should be grateful for, you've got a family. You're on the right side of the grass. You're at the beginning. You've got like the beginning of something happening for you here. Like you've got, like I said, this to me is huge. This is like the most important part of this reading for me right here. These two cards, like you've got like some, like even like she's got like those spheres floating around her. Like there are some options flying around for you right now, even if you don't see them. And all you have to do is kind of reach out and grab them. And this does indicate to me like a little bit of mystery for you and cycles. So like right now, maybe you feel like you're in a downswing, but can only go up from there. So I think you should be grateful for like the new opportunities that are coming into your life, even if you don't know what they are yet, because they are coming. They are coming for you. And that's not a threat, it's a promise. I always love that saying. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. This King of Cups is weird. He just kind of sticks out there like a sore thumb to me, but he does feel like aw, he feels like a hug. He feels like you needed a hug and then you got one. Like this is like, you got a hug. So that's it. Unless you wanted something. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I'm going to pull from the Oracle of Echoes for you. This is a great little deck. This was done by Anna Christina. Anna. Her name is Anna. I'm sorry. I always pronounce it Anna first. I had a friend in high school named Anna, but this is an awesome deck. As far as like the artwork, the art style is just super awesome. It's very dreamy. So this maybe will give you a meditation focus. I think that would probably be good for you, especially where you're kind of feeling down. Like I get the feeling that you're feeling kind of down and out. I mean, not necessarily down, but like a little down, like a little frustrated, like you're not at your wit's end, but you're getting there. So this will give you a nice meditation focus, I think, and like something to be grateful for. Because sometimes gratitude is hard to see, especially if you're having like a rough patch. It's hard to see what to be grateful for, or it's hard to see like where to focus on to kind of get that gratefulness, that gratitude ball rolling. But once you do get it rolling, it's like that boulder from Indiana Jones. Yeah. It does feel like it's been a long week, which is really weird. Oh, this one jumped out for you. This one is rest. This one is rest, and I love this card because when you think about it, it doesn't depict it, but it is a butterfly, and he's like sitting down. And a lot of people take this one like, oh, he just flew to that leaf and he should totally rest. But to me, this one is like, this says to me, like, I don't know if you've ever seen a butterfly after they bust out of a cocoon, but think about how exhausting that is. And then like they have to rest before they can take off. So I feel like this is a good card for you. I mean, you've already said the week. It feels like it's been a long week, and I feel like the week was probably your cocoon for your cheer up. Hi Gwen, it's nice to see you. We're doing live readings, and you've got me at least for another few minutes. So if you want a reading, just post it in the doobly. But yeah, Jessica, this one is rest. I think that's probably the best. Like, I think this is like a good one for you. You know, take a minute, do some meditating, some centering. I mean, eat an entire half gallon of Rocky Road, whatever is, like, you know, pick your poison. But I mean, you know, take a day for you. Hire a babysitter if you have to. I don't know how old your kids are, but get somebody to steal them for the day. Something. Just, you need some rest, and that'll help you get centered. And that point, I mean, I feel like at that point, maybe that's where like this is going to come into play for you. So I love that you pulled that card, by the way. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you think about it, like becoming a butterfly is really hard work. And then they've got to bust out of that cocoon, and that is ridiculous. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a butterfly like bust out of one of those, but it takes forever. Or like a chick hatch out of an egg. Like, that is crazy. It takes hours, and it's like super exhausting. And then before they can, like, and it's like they make themselves really vulnerable. And then before they can fly away, they have to rest. And like at that point, like a bird could swoop down and eat them. But this guy is like almost ready to take off. Like, his wings are already dried out. Like, he's getting there. He can go. So yeah, I think that rest for you is going to help you kind of recenter and kind of get this week past you. And also, it's the weekend. Have a pina colada. You're a grown-ass woman. You can have whatever pina coladas you want. Like, maybe that's not a bad idea. And then Gwen, a small dose of inspiration from a card, something you need to know. Any like specific area of focus, something you need to know, i.e. romance, something you need to know, i.e. career, something you need to know, i.e. what you should watch on Netflix next, because the answer to that is Schitt's Creek. So yeah, or The Real Ghostbusters. Can we talk about how excited I am that The Real Ghostbusters is happening? It's on Netflix, and I'm just reliving my childhood right now. It's so good. And also, I've got a few decks. I've got Star Child, I've got the Bird Tarot, I've got the Dog Tarot, which is an Oracle deck. Career. All right. Something you need to know for career. Oh, it's a Schitt's Creek. Yeah, it's awesome. And Real Ghostbusters, also awesome. Watch them both at the same time. One eyeball on each. Don't do that. Don't do that. That'll just give you a headache. But oh my God, could you imagine? I could imagine. It's like best day ever. But yeah, I'm gonna do Bird Tarot unless you say anything different. 3, 2, 1. Say something different. All right. So we'll do a card for career, something you need to know for your job. Something you need to know for your job. I call them jorbs. I figured because you've got the bird, the little birdie doohickey. All right. So we'll do one from the bottom, and we'll do one from the middle, and we'll do one from the top. All right. Let's see. Oh, this helps. Helps if I'm looking at them the right way, isn't it? Okay, so you've got the Two of Cups and the Sun. Look at how cute that little chick is. And then you also have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so for career, There isn't an office romance, is there? This is either usually like a successful partnership or an office romance or like some flirting going on at work. Is there flirting going on at work? Is there? Tell me the truth right now. No, don't turn this place into a house of lies. Don't turn this chat into a house of lies. All right, well, then that means that there's somebody, like if there's no flirting, but there seems like there's somebody in particular, there's a good friendship being forged or somebody that you work particularly well with at your job. But yeah, this is just successful career stuff going on. There's a good business partner. There's somebody, the coworker you work well with, or you're doing really good with your manager, or you manage somebody and they work really well with you. Like this is somebody who is like very good for you career wise. Then it just feels very successful to me, like very like good work energy going on. Although there might be flirting. I would watch out for that. I would seriously watch out for that. Like I'm getting a little flirty, like a little flirty flirt energy from this. Like there's some good banter going back and forth. So be careful about leading anybody on with this. I know you say there's no flirting, but maybe a little bit. And then the sun is just like, do you like, I get the feeling from this, like you like your job, but maybe you'd like more money from it. like you wish you were paid more to do what you do. So if I were you, I would just ask for a raise. There's no harm in asking. This to me is like, this looks like if you feel like you need more money for what you're doing, like just ask for a raise, advocate for yourself. This is good feelings. You love your job. You want more money. You're good at your job. You work well with others at your job. You make your job is a happy place to be. You love it. More money would be nice. So, yeah. I would ask for a raise. Now, from a practical standpoint, the best way to do that is to, be respectful when you ask for your raise. I mean, because I feel like this person would give you a raise. This person in this card would totally give you a raise. Just go in with good points, like, hey, I feel like it's time for a raise. I've been at the company for yada yada amount of time, and here's what I've accomplished in that time. Here are my goals with this company. Is this a company you want to grow with? Like, is this a career-y type of a place? Like, could you see yourself working here for a very long time? Because I get again, this is you like this job a lot. Like you like it. There's maybe room to grow in this company. And I think that's going to be a part of getting the more money. This is the part of getting the more money. Like you need to ask for, you can have it, but you're going to have to ask for a little more responsibility to go with it. But that's going to be it's draining. Do you mind if I ask what you do? I mean, I don't get the, I can't really, honestly, I'm not really getting a feel for what you do from these cards, which is I'm going to be the first to admit, I don't know what I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of room to grow in here, and you love your work. Maybe maybe a flight attendant. Yeah, I mean, first of all, that's an amazing job because that travel must be amazeballs. But if you love your job and you love working there, and you have a good relationship with your boss, there's no reason, and that's there's room for advancement there. There's no reason you shouldn't ask for a raise, but just know that you might have to take on new responsibility or a new job role to get the money. But it's all good. It's all you need to be doing that. This is a company that you can grow with and really have a good job with. There's potential in here for you for this. Also, can we check out that bird with the wings on its head right now? Can we talk about that for a minute? Look how good that is. I just really love that little parakeet, and he's got nothing to do with the reading. I just wanted to show it to you. But yeah, this is you love what you do. You just want more money. Ask for a raise. There's no harm in asking. They're not going to fire you because you're asking for a raise. Well, they'll fire you if you ask for a raise disrespectfully, but they're not going to fire you for asking for a raise. Just know what I would do is maybe read some articles about how to advocate for a raise for yourself. Aw, hey, it does. It does look like a wings badge. Shit, it was right there the whole time. Damn it, Tarot. This is why nobody likes you. Damn it, Tarot. Damn it. It gets us every time, even when it doesn't know it gets us. Hindsight's 2020, as they say. But yeah, just, you know, just go in intelligent, calm, and cool. And, you know, you'll get, like, I have good feels about you getting the raise. Because this is, like, he's literally sprinkling money. So I have good feels about that for you. Anybody else want a reading? Anybody else? Or if Gwen, if you want a second reading, that's cool. I'm happy to do that. I do have to go in a little bit though, just so you guys know. I promised I would be home before 8 o'clock tonight. So I have time for one more reading. First person to call dibs gets it. First person to call dibs gets it. And then I have to redo, I tried to do a few different like hashtag discussions at the beginning of this, so I feel like I'm gonna wind up, I'm just gonna film those straight up and not do a live chat while I do those, because I let myself get distracted and that's horrible. Talking for a while is dry talking. It's thirsty work. This is my new moon water, by the way. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a quartz and a little vanilla bean in there and a piece of fluorite, and that vanilla bean actually did a really good job of flavoring the water. Like, it's like, seriously, it's tiny as a tiny little stubby, tiny little stud, like that big. And this whole thing tastes like a cake. Actually, I wish it really did. It doesn't really taste like a cake, but close enough. All right, so if nobody else wants a reading, I'm going to get going. Again, last call, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah, it's actually really good. And vanilla is, depending on the intention you set for it, it's good for love, which I don't necessarily need in my life. I mean, you know, if some handsome boyfriend man decides to come along, well, no, that's horrible. No, that's horrible. I would never do that. Actually, my boyfriend husband, which is, I guess, the best way, is like, he's actually very good to me. He's very supportive, and I am very, very lucky where that is concerned. Oh, Cancer with a Pisces moon. That's awesome. I'm a Pisces of the, I think I have a Leo moon. I would love to have, oh, oh my goodness. I just got the book Moonology. I just ordered it. So hopefully I'm going to learn. I want to learn more about the phases of the moon. Again, this is why I think Arwen is going to be really bored with me, because I don't even know that shit really. Like, I had to look that up. I don't know. Like, and then I had to like harangue my mom for my birth certificate, and we had to reorder me a new one, because she was like, I don't know what time you were born. And I was just like, how did you not, like, first of all, I'm hurt. Like, how did you, random Scorpio rising? That's not bad. That lights a little fire under your ass. There's nothing wrong with a little fire in there. But yeah, she didn't know what time I was born. She's like, I think it was the afternoon. And she was like guessing. I was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 and yada yada. She was way off. I was born at like 1:30. So way off there, ma. Like, pretend I'm not. And she was rattling off my sister's birth times, and I was just like, how do you know that but you don't know mine? And she's like, I was on a lot of drugs. And I was just like, oh my god, I can't even. And she's like, and it was a long time ago. And then I was just like, did you just call me old? And then we had a good laugh. Virgo sun, Taurus moon, and a lot of weirdness in there. There's nothing wrong with a lot of weirdness. I wish I had some weird, I need to do my astrological chart. I would love to find out I've got some weirdness floating around. Weirdness isn't weirdness. Weirdness is just like extra saucy, juicy goodness. It's not weirdness. It's awesome sauce is what it is. Also, I've been saying awesome sauce for years before that stupid commercial, and I'm taking it back. I was gonna, like, I tried to say cool beans instead of awesome sauce for a while, but it didn't take. Awesome sauce is mine, not you, stupid commercial. But spam filter caught you? Weird. I don't know what that means. Yeah, definitely own it. Yeah, I'm taking back Awesome Sauce. Screw that commercial. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna get going because it's 7:41 and it takes me like 20 minutes to get home. So as long as nobody else wants a reading, I'm logging off. And anyway, thank you guys for being so amazing. Colleen already skedadded. Gwen, thank you. And Ruth, thank you so much for letting me do reading for you. And I hope your cat energy continues to put that asshat in his place. You can tell him I said he was an asshat because he's kind of an asshat for like being kind of awesome. Possum's good too. Louis C.K. I don't know. I used to like Louis C.K. He's not that funny anymore. I thought for sure. Say what you will about politics. I never talk about politics, but I will say that usually stand-up comedy is funnier in a conservative presidency. Mostly because like there's usually more antics and ridiculous and stuff to kind of like comment about. But so far, not impressed with the stand-up this round. I think stand-up comedy is starting. It's kind of becoming a lost art. So I thought for sure, like with Donald Trump being elected, it would be the second coming of the stand-up comedians. And it just is just like I was like, finally Lewis Black will be relevant again. And it's just been so anticlimactic. I'm just like, this isn't funny. Like nothing you guys are saying is hilarious. Why? But anyway, on that note, on that highly controversial note, and I'm gonna jump off. Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful night.